So when we first looked at, creating this unique identifier, like I said, we tried to use attributes of the transaction, like the zip code of the origin and the zip code of the destination, or even the mailing address number that's before the street address. And you just end up with so many random elements that are in there that make it so it's really hard to concatenate that in a useful and meaningful way. And when we picked certain elements like the EIN number from when you register with your tax ID, and you added that to a zip code of where you're located, you could get pretty close to what a unique identification creation is, but wasn't really precise. And when I talk about precise, I mean like a GPS coordinate is 10 digits by 10 digits to be able to have the longitude and latitude. And to be able to generate that number and that level of precision is going to get you within a meter of space. And when you talk about, here's the mailbox outside of a warehouse that's in the middle of an island that the truck passed to be able to get to that, where that's not the address anymore, right? The mailbox is not giving me what dock door is where your receiving is. The dock door location, longitude, latitude, is literally a precise location. So this identifier in its production, instead of using those random elements that we had considered early on, we when speaking to ECMA and the ISO organization, they showed us that there was an existing standard for time and date stamp. And we went, all right, so what's that? And it's called ISO 8601. And it is a means of being able to take the year, then the month, then the day, then the hour, then the minute, then the second, then the millisecond. So you're going from largest unit of measure down to smallest unit of measure, and you're ordering them such that you're generating a specific length character of the timestamp of when the order is generated for shipment. The next field after that is the origin location and then the destination location. And instead of using that 20-digit character for the GPS, we realized that the GPS could be coordinated to an ISO standard that is called the natural location identifier. And it takes that 20-digit GPS coordinate and converts it down to a 14-digit alphanumeric character that's much easier for human beings to be able to type in and to be able to search and research. But it's truly a conversion of GPS coordinates down to this number, and from this number back to a GPS coordinate. So you could literally identify with this mechanism of the TUID, the time and date stamp when it's available, the origin location, exactly the dock that it's on, the destination of the exact dock that you want it to go to, and then who owns the transaction and what's their reference numbers, milestones in the execution phase. Before early on, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is what unlocks the interconnectivity and interoperability of the marketplaces without sharing every field of information, without building a custom interface to. If I tell you the sensor piece of what status it's at and you know me and I'm giving you honest, then you can act on that information of hitting the milestone. You don't necessarily need to know the step next to it.